All right, good morning, Water School 24 first graders. Today is Thursday, and this is your ELA daily video. How's everyone doing today? So I'm outside on my porch again, and it's a little gray today as I record this. But before I get started, I want to say how great it was to see so many of you on our Zoom call, and I hope a lot more of you can join next time. It was really fun getting a chance to say hi. You guys got to see me, Miss Wild, Miss Tobin. We're going to do that again real soon, so watch out for the invitation to that. So let's get started. Let's take a look at the bird's nest. Now, as I'm speaking to you here, the bird is looking at me. Protective mommy. Take a look. See her? She is, she's just protecting the nest. Understandable. Let's take a quick look. Woo! She came at me that time. We have to be more careful. I'll just do a quick look in. We still got 3 eggs. So, look at her go. I get it, don't worry. I wonder if that means that these eggs are about to hatch soon and she wants to protect them. Now, we're not going to do anything to the eggs, and we're trying to do our best to watch them grow, but Mommy doesn't know that. Mommy bird thinks that we're going to possibly hurt them. So we have to be careful from now on when we check these nests. I have to watch out that that bird doesn't try to peck me. So let's get started. Our morning shout-outs today are to 103, good morning, Essence. From 109, good morning, Daniel. And from 108, good morning, Chandrea. How are you guys all doing? And good morning to all of my first graders. Let's get started with today's work. You're going to see that in our reading assignment. It's a fun little coincidence. You're going to like today's story in reading. And parents, you'll also notice that I am not asking for a portfolio submission for foundational skills anymore. From now on, portfolios will be for reading and writing only. Hopefully this cuts down on some of the confusion and on some of the work that you guys have to do and submit to me. I know it gets to be a lot. There's a lot with reading and writing and all that other stuff. So let's try to simplify this as best we can while still learning. So let's get started. The ELA Daily Rundown, Thursday, April 30th, 2020. In reading, we're going to watch a read aloud of a sleuth selection called A New Family, and then complete the graphic organizer and answer the questions. That graphic organizer will be your reading portfolio assignment for today. And you will not believe what the sleuth selection is about. Happy coincidence, did not plan it this way, but it's a pretty fun surprise. In writing, you'll notice the daily Fix It 7-8 is scratched out. We are canceling that for today. In the interest of time, I'd rather see the children work on the sleuth writing task. And that's going to be the writing portfolio assignment for today. The sleuth writing task has to do with the sleuth selection, A New Family. So it's really fun. Hopefully, we'll get some more enjoyment out of doing this, and we'll see some robust writing today. Foundational skills, you're going to complete 2 boxes of spelling bingo. In the video, we're going to go over together our controlled practice. Don't worry if you don't have the page. We're going to go over it in the video. Even if they're just watching a video and not able to write anything down, they're still learning. We're going to do some verb practice. Same thing. If they don't have the page, that's fine. They're still learning by watching me do the page on the video. Then you're going to end the day by reading a decodable reader called Helping Mom. I'm going to expect the kids to try to read this 3 times if they can. Read it to a family member or a stuffed animal. Let's get started. A New Family. You know, who would have known that when I started looking at those robin eggs and that robin bird nest outside of my house, that this assignment would be coming up this week. I promise you, I did not know that this would be assigned to you in this remote learning packet when I started making those videos. But it's just one of those fun, happy coincidences. And hopefully, because we're more invested in the idea of what this robin bird is and the eggs they laid, hopefully we'll get more robust writing from the children today. So let's start the read aloud of A New Family. One March day, Ben and Dad went into the garage. That's funny. My first name is Ben. All right, let me start over. One March day, Ben and Dad went into the garage. Ben saw something odd. It was high up on the garage door motor. A bird's nest, Ben cried. It was made of sticks, grass, and feathers. A mother robin flew out. Dad got a ladder. He saw 3 tiny blue eggs inside the nest. Sound familiar? What a funny place for a nest, Ben said. It is warm and safe, Dad said. We'll park the car outside. We'll leave the garage door open so the robin can get food. Dad moved the car. Ben checked the nest every day. The mother was often there. After 2 weeks, the eggs hatched. The tiny birds had no feathers. Every day, the mother bird brought worms, and the babies got bigger. Soon they had feathers. One day, Ben looked in the nest. The baby birds were gone. Ben was glad he had gotten to know the bird family. All right, be a sleuth. Look for clues. Why does Ben say the nest is in a funny place? Ask questions. What questions would you ask Ben about what he saw? And make your case. Why do you think Ben was happy that he got to know the bird family? All right, in the next slide, we're going to go over the graphic organizer where you're going to answer those questions. And remember, if you don't have that page, don't worry, you could do it on a separate piece of paper. But this story was filled with a lot of facts and some opinion. The idea of what we're going to learn here now is the ability to tell the difference between something that's a fact, provable, real, and opinion. Opinion sometimes, most of the time, is your feelings about something. All right, keep that in mind. Let's move on to the next slide and take a look at that graphic organizer. All right, here's that graphic organizer. So let's take a look. So we read the story, A New Family, about the robins and their fancy blue eggs. So I said I read the questions on the previous slide, and I told you we're going to answer them here. So let's take a look. All right. A New Family is the title at the top, the header, if you will. Underneath that, you have facts about birds, opinions about birds. Now, if you go back into the story, you'll see that there were plenty of facts about the birds. And, let's see. And you should be able to find some opinions about birds. If not, give me your own opinions about birds. Do they poop on cars too much? Are they too loud in the morning when you're trying to sleep? Those would all be your opinion about birds. You don't want to know my opinion about those Jersey City pigeons, but I digress. Let's get back to it. So, write some facts about birds in that box. Write some opinions about birds in the other box. Look for clues. This is where I want you to answer the question, why does Ben say the nest is in a funny place? Remember where it is. He describes the nest as being on top of the garage door opener, so that would mean it would be inside of a garage. Does that sound funny to you? I don't know. Ask questions. In this box, you're going to answer the question, what questions would you ask Ben about what he saw? What do you want to know? Say, you're the reporter now here. You get to be a journalist and ask this guy, Ben. All right, you say you saw a robin's nest. Here's what I need to know about what you saw. What are you going to ask? I'm sure you can think of something. In the make your case box, you're going to answer, why do you think Ben was happy that he got to know the bird family? This should be easy. Think about my videos every day when we look on that robin's bird nest, the robin's nest every morning in our videos. How does it make you feel? You should have the same answer as Ben, hopefully. Then finally, where it says beginning, middle, and end, all you're going to do is, just like in school, tell me what happened in the beginning of the story, what happened in the middle of the story, what happened in the end of the story. If you're having trouble writing out words or the boxes are too small for you, draw me a picture of what happened in the beginning, draw me a picture of what happened in the middle, and draw me a picture of what happened in the end. You guys should know by now what you're able to do on your own. All right, I'll see you on the next slide. today's writing assignment is part of the sleuth story we read earlier, the read aloud I did in our reading section of this video. So let's look at this. Again, this page is in your remote learning packet. Again, if you don't have the remote learning packet, I have it here on screen now, and we can do it on any old piece of paper you may have. It says, what would you do if you found a bird's nest? Use details to tell about this and use words from the story to help. So this is page 1. There's one other page we have that goes with this. The other page is just lines to write your finished writing project. So we're going to start here by using the beginning, middle, and end graphic organizer to have the children come up with their idea for what to write about. So let me read it again. It says, what would you do if you found a bird's nest? Use details to tell about this and use words from the story to help. So use your facts that you found in the story about the robin's bird nest and decide now what you would do if you found one. Now, every day I show you on the video what I do when I found the nest. We try to keep it safe. We keep our distance from the bird. I show you a picture, but I don't touch the nest. I don't touch the eggs. And I definitely don't try to move it. So now you need to decide what you're going to do. First, beginning. Come up with some ideas of what's going to be your first sentence to start off your writing. What's going to capture my attention? When I find a robin's nest, here's what I'll do. Tell me what you would write for your first sentence here. You could scrap it up. This is okay. It's okay to make mistakes on this page. In the middle, I want you to give me 2 sentences about what it is exactly you'll do. You'll keep your distance. You won't touch the eggs. You'll try to keep it safe from predators that might want to try to eat the eggs. And then end it with one more sentence about your favorite part of this new nest. What's your favorite part of being a part of this new nest's life? This new nest's life? How does it make you feel? Are you happy to see this nest? Are you brave to protect it? Are you going to be a little mommy or a little daddy for these birds too, as you watch them grow? So total, by the end of this, you should have enough information for 4 sentences. And that we're going to do on this next page. All right, this will be considered our final draft paper. You're going to take all the ideas that you wrote down on the previous page, and now you're going to make your proper sentences. I want to see proper capitalization of letters where they belong. Remember, every sentence starts with a capital letter. I want to see proper punctuation. If it's a question, it should end in a question mark. If you're yelling at me, it should be an exclamation point. And if you're just declaring something or making a statement, it is a period at the end. Please try to make sure your words are spelled correctly, but don't worry if there are mistakes. That's okay. You're still allowed to make spelling errors in the first grade. All right, I think you got this. So take your 4 sentences now and write them on this paper. Again, this paper is in the packet. If you don't have the packet, any old line paper will do. Just make sure you write at the top that this is the sleuth writing assignment for a new family about our robins. All right. Here are this week's spelling words. Her. First. Bird. Girl. Burn. Were. Shirt. Fur. Hurt. Sir. If you need some time, pause the video here to study these words. All right, for this, with the spelling words you just saw on the previous screen, and go back and look at them again if you have to, and pause and write them down. But with those words, you're going to do this weekly spelling menu, or spelling bingo, as it says in the remote learning packet. You're going to choose 2 of these to do with your spelling words. Most of these look familiar, what we've been doing in our homework notebooks for the year. Some of them are new. You have any questions? Send me a dojo message. I'll be glad to help explain them, but most of them are self-explanatory. So remember, you're going to do 2 of these. This will be your foundational skills assignment on the Class Dojo portfolio. So once you complete 2 of these spelling bingo activities. You'll have a picture taken of it, and you'll upload it to Class Dojo portfolio for your foundational skills / spelling assignment for today. Good luck. All right, let's do some R-controlled word practice here. Follow along with me on the screen. This is not something that you have to take out and write. We can just do this together right here in the video. So if you don't have the packet, don't worry, just watch with me. So let's take a look here at the top. It says words with ER, IR, UR. All right, those are your R-controlled words with a vowel in front of them. You will know what vowel sound to make because of the R. We're looking for short vowel sounds. Circle the word that is spelled correctly. Write it. So right here we see our spelling words for the week. Her, first, bird, girl, burn, were, shirt, fur, hurt, sir. Boy, they all sound very familiar with that R-controlled sound, don't they? And then finally, high frequency words, visit and done. Dun dun dun. So we are going to circle the word that is spelled correctly and write it. I like your shirt, S-H-E-R-T, shirt, S-H-I-R-T, or shirt, S-H-U-R-T. If you're not sure, look in the spelling words box here. Go down and we see shirt right here. Oh, it's spelled S-H-I-R-T. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the line right here. Ooh. I didn't know the arrow would do that. That was weird. Okay. Shirt would go right here. S-H-I-R-T. Number 2. Take a look at number 2. Put your finger on number 2 to show me you're ready. I knew you were. I knew where you were. Is it W-E-R-E? Is it W-I-R? Or is it W-U-R-E? Look in the spelling word box. Look. And there it is, W-E-R-E. That's what we put on the line right here. Number 3, meet the new girl, G-E-R-L. Girl, G-I-R-L, or girl, G-U-R-L. Let's look at the spelling word box, and we see here that we already passed it. There it is. Boom. G-I-R-L should go on the line right here. All right, number 4. Let the candle burn. Is that B-E-R-N? B-I-R-N? Or B-U-R-N? Let's look at our spelling word box, and we see it is B-U-R-N. Put that on a line right here. Number 5. Judy said, yes, sir, S-E-R, sir, S-I-R, or sir, S-U-R. Let's look at this spelling words box and we see bingo, bingo, S-I-R should go on the line for number 5. Number 6, look at the blank. Look at the bird, look at the bird, or look at the bird. E, I, or U. Look in our spelling word box, and where is it? That's right, it's right here. B-I-R-D, bird, would be the correct answer. Put that on the line for number 6. Number 7, can I be first? Oh, we used to hear that all the time in class, didn't we? Frankie, I'm looking at you. You always wanted to be first, right? All right. Can I be first? Is it F-E-R-S-T? Is it F-I-R-S-T? Or is it F-U-R-S-T? Let's look at the spelling word box and we see that it is F-I-R-S-T for number 7. Number 8. His dog has black fur. F-E-R, F-U-R-E, or F-U-R. His dog has black fur. Let's look at our spelling words. And we see it's F-U-R. We'll write that on the line right here for number 8. Number 9, are you done? D-U-N, done? D-U-N-E, done? But that actually spells dune. or D-O-N, done. Let's look at our spelling word box. Going down, going down, going down, 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 down. It's not in that one. Let's check the high frequency words. And we're going down and down and down, 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 down. Boom, there it is. D-O-N-E would be the correct answer for number 9. Last one, number 10. Let's take a look. Let's blank our friends. Let's visit our friends. Let's visit our friends. Or let's visit our friends. Going down the spelling words, but it's not there. Let's move on to high frequency words. And there it is. V-I-S-I-T is the answer for you for number 10. All right, guys. Great job. Let's look at the next page. All right, we now have our verbs practice page, page 390. It's in the packet if you have it. If you don't worry. We're not trying to have this submitted. We're just going to do this together here in the video. Follow along with your own page at home. If not, just look on the screen with me. This says verbs: am, is, are, was, were. Remember, we went over these yesterday. You should know that am and is and are present tense words. It means it's a verb you're going to use for something that's happening now. And was and were are past tense. It had already happened. It happened 1,000 years ago. It happened 1 minute ago. It happened 5 hours ago. It happened 365,762 seconds ago. It still would be past. All right, look at the picture. We got a little birdie in the leaves. Tell about what you see. Use am, is, are, was, or were. All right, I got to use every one of these. I'm doing this now for the first time with you here. So bear with me as we try to do this. Let's see. I am seeing a bird in the picture. There is a bird in those leaves. There are 3... What are those things? I forget what they're called. Chestnuts? Maybe. Well, there are 3 of them. There are 3 of them, aren't there? I was thinking about birds because of our earlier read aloud. And I got to use were. The leaves were not there in the winter, but are there now in the spring. I did it. I used every one of those verbs. I hope you were able to think of your own. And you can try your own too now if you want practice. Try to use am, is, are, was, were. As you talk today in your family, listen to how you say those words. Listen to how you use those words and practice them. Make sure you're using past, present correctly. All right, finally it says, read the question. Change the words to write the answer. Is that a bird? Wow. So we can take these exact words, is that a bird, and change it from a sentence with a question mark to a sentence with a period. All we have to do is say, that is a bird. Now that starts the sentence. The word that starts the sentence, so that means it would be a capital T. The is no longer has to be a capital I, so that is a bird, and now we're going to switch it to a period and not a question mark. All right, hope you're able to follow along. Remember, practice those verbs today. Am, is, are, was, were. Use them in sentences. Realize what you're saying. Have a good one. All right, this is our decodable reader for today, Thursday. It's called Helping Mom. You'll see that each page that I will have coming up next will stay on the screen for about 10 seconds. This is going to be the only one I'm speaking over. Your child is expected to be able to at least attempt to read the sentences they'll see on screen. Make sure they sound out their words, stretch those sounds, and put them all together to make the word that they're trying to say. This one is called Helping Mom. R controlled, ER, IR, UR, contractions, and high frequency words are all in here. It might be a challenge, but it's one you should try. Try to read this 3 times if you can. Good luck. All right, that's another day of ELA. I have Pigeonbug225 here with me. The gamer boy, my son PJ. PJ, in case you're wondering, stands for Philip Joseph, right?
Yeah.
And what are you showing off to us here?
A toy of my dog.
Right, it's a toy version of our dog, our pug Tormund.
And he's coming right
And
there.
he wants to show it off to you guys today. So I hope all the work is done. I hope it wasn't too difficult for you. I know you guys probably had a fun time with today's story. Parents, remember, there will be no portfolio assignment for foundational skills. From now on, we're only going to do portfolio assignments for reading and writing. All right? Anything else you want to say before we go?
No.
No?
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good one.